Here's a hard truth most drivers never realize until it's too late. Cars usually don't fail because of one catastrophic event. They wear out quietly because of everyday habits that feel harmless. Every cold start, every rushed shift, every ignored noise slowly chips away at your car's lifespan and drains your bank account. Mechanics see this constantly. Engines that should have lasted twice as long, transmissions destroyed by habits the driver never thought twice about. In this video, we're uncovering the common behaviors, bad advice, and misunderstood maintenance practices that quietly ruin cars long before they ever reach 100,000 miles. Stick around until the end, because the final one is so common there's a good chance you're doing it right now. One of the fastest ways to shorten an engine's life is abusing it when it's cold. When oil is cold, it's thick and slow to circulate, which means critical components like bearings, camshafts, and cylinder walls aren't fully protected yet. Revving or accelerating hard during this phase causes metal surfaces to rub before lubrication is fully established, creating wear you'll never feel until it's too late. Letting the engine idle briefly and driving gently until temperatures stabilize dramatically reduces long-term damage, especially in modern engines. Another silent killer is skipping scheduled maintenance. That service schedule in your owner's manual isn't a suggestion, it's a survival guide. Worn spark plugs cause misfires, old coolant loses corrosion protection, and degraded transmission fluid burns clutches from the inside out. Skipping these services doesn't save money, it multiplies repair costs later. Oil mistakes are just as damaging. Modern engines are engineered around very specific oil formulations, and using the wrong viscosity or mixing incompatible oils disrupts lubrication, increases carbon buildup, and stresses components like turbos and timing systems. Oil is not just oil anymore, and guessing at the parts store can quietly shave years off engine life. Driving habits matter just as much. Riding the brakes even lightly overheats pads and rotors, causes uneven caliper wear, and forces unnecessary transmission downshifts. Maintaining proper following distance and coasting early dramatically reduces wear. Ignoring warning lights is one of the most expensive gambles drivers make. That check engine light might seem harmless, but it could be warning of misfires that destroy catalytic converters or oil pressure issues that can kill an engine in minutes. Every mile driven with a warning active increases the risk, and cheap diagnostic tools or free scans could prevent catastrophic damage. Fuel quality also plays a bigger role than most people think. Low-quality gasoline lacks detergents that keep injectors and valves clean, allowing carbon buildup to slowly rob performance and efficiency. From time to time, fuel your car in top brands' gas stations. Use top-tier additives that keep your engine in good health. Overloading a vehicle is another overlooked issue. Exceeding payload or towing limits strains suspension components, overheats brakes, pushes transmissions beyond safe temperatures, and reduces fuel economy. Physics doesn't care how strong a car looks. Weight limits exist for a reason. Fluids are often ignored until it's too late. Transmission fluid, coolant, brake fluid, and power steering fluid all degrade over time, losing their ability to cool, lubricate, and protect. By the time fluid looks dirty, internal damage has already started. Make sure to always follow scheduled intervals, and not only for the engine. Strange noises are another early warning most drivers ignore. Clicking, ticking, squealing, and grinding are mechanical messages, not background noise. The longer they're ignored, the more expensive the repair becomes, and the human brain quickly adapts to new sounds, creating a dangerous sense of normal. Tire neglect quietly destroys more than just rubber. Improper pressure, skipped rotations, and poor alignment increase stopping distances, reduce fuel efficiency, and overload suspension components, leading to premature wear. Using the wrong coolant or mixing types causes sludge buildup, corrosion, and gasket failure, turning a cheap mistake into a massive repair. Brake inspections are often delayed until grinding starts, but letting pads wear too far destroys rotors and calipers, doubling repair costs and increasing safety risks. Letting a car sit unused causes its own problems as well. Fuel degrades, batteries die, fluids settle, rust forms, and rodents damage wiring, especially if the vehicle isn't prepared for storage. Driving with the fuel tank near empty regularly overheats the fuel pump, shortening its life because fuel is what cools and lubricates it. Even small things like ignoring the cabin air filter force the HVAC system to work harder, reduce airflow, and create odors, all for a part that costs almost nothing to replace. Over-tightening lug nuts warps brake rotors, damages wheel studs, and causes vibrations that feel like suspension problems later on. Using the wrong tires for the season reduces traction, increases stopping distances, and accelerates wear on suspension components. And finally, one of the most overlooked factors of all is intuition. If your car feels off, smells unusual, shifts strangely, or behaves differently, trust that feeling. Experienced drivers often sense problems before warning lights ever appear. Cars don't fail randomly, they fail because of patterns. Good habits extend lifespan, bad habits shorten it quietly and consistently. If this opened your eyes, leave a comment with which habit surprised you most, subscribe for more Cars Explained, and share this with someone who keeps ignoring their dashboard lights.